Day 12. Ugh, I had an interesting and yet very cold night. Turns out other people in the area know that this is a kind of sheltered spot with electricity, so they came over to hang out. And I just sat here silent and stared at them, and then they realized that there was a rat in the house. They're like, that guy's a rat. I guess they were talking about illegal stuff or something. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. I was just sitting there staring at them, trying to make them feel uncomfortable so they'd go away. And it worked. You gotta out crazy the crazies sometimes. But yes, I slept on these benches last night. They weren't horrible, but it's cold in New Mexico, man. I have everything I own on, and I'm still cold. But it's 5 a.m., so they're opening up soon, so I can go in and warm up. I'm making coffee right now. I got stuff done last night, though. I didn't get a lot of sleep, but I got some YouTube stuff done. That's very important. Although, on waking up, I walked over to the field to take a leak, and my ankle still sucks. Just walking without weight on it, still I'm limping. So I'm staying here until that goes away. I'm not going to just keep carrying on. But I got to find a better place to hang out, I need this place for the Wi-Fi, but if I'm going to be stuck here for a few days, I need to find some place I can be warm at night. Making my coffee, start some YouTube stuff up, and we got chores we got to do today anyway, so get going, man. So, it's annoying being stuck here and whatnot, but I'm stuck here for multiple reasons, and I'm at least making progress so it's not frustrating. It's one thing when I'm like how it was in Lordsburg. I paid money, sure it was only like $30, but still I paid money to stay, and I got dick done. And that frustrates me, So here I've paid so far a total of $0, and I had dinner. A nice lady bought me dinner for some random reason. Spent here all night in the cold. Normally people bitch about that, but no, I got tons of videos done, and my ankle still hurts, so it's not like I'm going anywhere anyway, so really I've got not much to complain about. Except this town wasn't made for walking. I want to go find some breakfast, but I'm tethered here. Walmart is not really a breakfasty place, and normally Walmarts have tons of stuff in their parking lots. This has a Del Taco at a dollar store. I'd love to find a Denny's or something, but I'm waiting until my stuff is done. So like the first six videos suck. I'm not a fan. I had to do them in low quality and all sorts of stuff like that just to get them to happen on that laptop. But after, from 7 on, I'm doing them on the phone because fuck laptops. Sending all that stuff home. I've got, 2 videos to make on it, and then I'm sending it back home. Done with that. And the body cam and, all the accessories and whatnot. Unfortunately, man, I would have liked to have little time lapses every day, but hey, what the hell, man. I'll do some with this phone now that I got extra storage, and we'll call it good. So, yep. Hey, I just made it to 1%. So 3 or 4 hours for this one. 3 or 4 hours, 5, 6 hours. Because I'm gonna be here all day just making these 2 videos. At least I don't feel bad about stashing the laptop. I've already done it a couple times, stashed it and walked away, and it's still here when I get back, so that's nice. Wish I could stash the whole pack somewhere. Not many places are willing to take a backpack from a random dude, though, terrorism. Hey, would you hold my backpack for me for a few minutes? Tick, tick, tick. But I'm going to walk slow, and I'll pretend it's good for my ankle. All right, breakfast. Have a little safety meeting, and then it's a mile to the Denny's. It's a slow walk. At least it's downhill to the Denny's. It's back uphill to get up here. So I'm compressing my video into a video, all the tiny videos into one big video. And that doesn't need Wi-Fi or anything, and that's the really slow process, so that's like 3 or 4 hours. So I'm just going to be walking with my laptop in my hand, because I can't close it, let it go to sleep, it'll stop,
So I have to walk around like a homeless guy with a laptop in my hand. It's oxymoronic looking. People keep looking over at me like, oh, look at the poor homeless guy. You can tell, look, but then I'm over there banging away on a laptop. So I think it's confusing for them because it's confusing for me too. All right, Denny's breakfast, slow walk downhill. It's in the low 40s, and that's without the wind chill. Lord, no wonder I was cold last night. This is one of the places I was looking at sleeping. But there's so much garbage down there, it tells me that, addicts hang out down there. Don't want to poke myself on a needle or anything. I haven't seen many junkies in this town, though. I think just one so far. But maybe, I don't know, maybe they're indoors. Who knows? Maybe this town's all cleaned up. There are a shit ton of cops here. Shit ton. Not the ones harassed me yet. But there's so many that they're using their, badass super muscle car thingies to go grocery shop and shit with the old lady and the kids. That's how a cop car pull up and parked in a spot where he could, watch me. And I thought that's what he was doing, So, I pretended I didn't notice him pull in so I could see if he was watching me. And no, the whole fam gets out of the car or whatnot. Oh, damn, that's what they use their badass muscle cars for out here. But, hey, man, if I had people buying me a badass muscle car and paying for the gas and insurance and all that shit, I'd probably drive it around for my family vehicle as well. Oh, I can see Denny's way down there. But it's down a hill and up another one. That's cool. I've been walking for a minute now. Things are always a little bit farther than they seem when you just look at them on a map. But, my video's still doing its thing. I'm up to 22%. Probably been walking for the better part of an hour. Getting there. Totally getting there. That tree right there is filled with chilly birds just waiting to warm up. They don't even move. I saw one flying because at first I was like, what are those? I saw one fly in and it landed and then stopped moving. Alright, I am full. Sat at Denny's for quite a while, polished off a lot of coffee. And I am now at 55% done of the compression. I am not going to walk back to Walmart just yet. I think I'm going to go sit outside the McDonald's and see how their Wi-Fi is. It's a lot of hills and shit between here and the Walmart. And I know the Wi-Fi there is good, so I am willing to hobble my ass up there. But if I can just stay down here for a while, that'd be nice too. So I'm going to try it down here for a bit. Just for the sake of my ankle. Walking this thing back and forth can't be the best thing for it. Just trying to mobilize as much as possible, but still get my shit done. So I'm lit hanging in the town of Silvertown. Yeah, that's it. Ran into a couple people that I hiked with on the AT. Small world. 2 dudes they're triple crowning this year as well. We happen to get a room together, $20 a piece. I'm willing to spend $20 to not have to sleep at the Walmart. But of course, one of the dudes bought a lot of alcohol and he keeps forcing it on me because it's for some reason it's fun to get me drunk. So there I am, wandering the town with him. But I got stuff uploaded. I'm doing my YouTube things. I'm trying to baby my ankle, but I'm still limping around town. But not far. Oh, I'm gonna stay here another night, maybe 2, and let my ankle do its thing, man. I'm not taking off till I feel not necessarily 100%, but better. Maybe I'll even, as a test, hitch out of town and walk back because I still got to do that section. I don't have to. I did it twice the year before, but maybe I want to. I'm not sure. I'm not opposed to it. It's 15 miles, no big deal. Especially because I could probably slack pack it, leave my pack with somewhere here, and be like, yeah, I'll be back in a couple hours. Whether I do it or not, I don't really give a shit, man. 15 miles of road walking. I'm done it twice. Day 13. So I am at a Motel 6. I ran into a couple hikers that I hiked on the AT with. It was kind of random. And they got a room, so I got a room with them because I'm not dumb. 20 bucks a piece. They got a room for the second night, and I'm like, yeah, I'll stay because my ankle still hurts. It feels a little bit better every day, but it is still, it's still messed up. It definitely is. I plan on staying on this town for a couple more days at least. I got caught up on my YouTube stuff, which is nice. So, I'm polishing that crap up right now. I'm going to send the computer and shit back home. I got to go up. See, that's slowing me down. I got to go resupply, but it's a far walk, and I don't want to do it on my ankle yet. But I got to resupply and mail some up to Doc Campbell's because there's not much. I don't know what he has for resupply up there, so I'm going to send some stuff and then buy some stuff there and do a little combo. But unfortunately, the Walmart is one way and the post office is the other way, and that's more than I'm willing to put on my ankle right now. Tomorrow's Sunday, so I can't do it then, so I'll just wait until Monday and do it then. I don't know how long these guys are going to stay in town. I'm staying with a dude named Pyro and Ozzy. And I only hung with them a little bit on the AT, but, it's kind of interesting to run into two of the cats that I started with. I don't know how long they're staying in town, but as long as there's a $20 room, I'm going to stay in a room. And then when that runs out, I'm going to go hang out at the Walmart. Or somewhere. There's lots of empty spaces in this town. Trail Day starts in like less than a week, I think. So, hell, if I'm still not feeling good, maybe I'll be around for Trail Days. I don't normally stick in town for those, but I'm still limping, so it's a possibility. We'll see. Day something or another, I don't know, feels like 13, 14. I'm not keeping track because why does it really even matter? I am not hiking, but the band just broke up. Sad. Hung out with those guys for 2 days. It was nice, only 20 bucks a day. We split 3 ways, very convenient. But I'm stuck in town. My ankle is still hurting me pretty good. Still got a limp. It's not as bad. It feels a little better every day, so I'm just gonna ride it out, man. Why be in a hurry? Why be in a hurry? I'm here for a reason. I just don't know what the reason is. I don't want to be here, but this is where I'm at. So I'm thinking if I go back to the Walmart, get my resupply situation, because I got to mail stuff up the trail and things from here anyway. So I'll figure out mileage, food I might need, and then get those chores done. Unfortunately, in about equal distance from each other is the Walmart is in one direction and the post office in yet another. So that's inconvenient. So I'm probably gonna just go to the Walmart, buy my stuff, spend the night there, and then tomorrow go to the post office. Today's Sunday, so not gonna happen. Town stuff. Wanna be here. But until I feel normal, where I'm at. Normally I don't pick up garbage on city streets, but if I don't get this, we all know where it's ending up. So I broke down and bought a few things. Most importantly, the best ankle band I thought that they had. It had laces and all sorts of adjustments. I just put it on and walked around a little bit and it feels marginally better, but we shall see. Of course, the stickiest band-aid you can that stick all the way around. And then I'm trying out something new. I've never tried liquid bandage for blisters, but in between the toes is a bitch to get. So I thought, hey man, maybe this will work and it can't fall off any faster than that one will. And it might work really well if I do end up going into the Gila with wet feet. We'll find out. We're going to take a stroll over to some place that Pyro says is decent camping, not too far down the way, and see how this brace works. Already feels a little better. Not great, but a little better. So there's that. I got distracted. I was like, where should I spend some money on food? Because at first I was like, I'll just eat some north sides, whatever. Food. But, like, I'm in a town, so I have the urge to eat different foods, and I don't want fast food. And I saw the truck kind of thing. I love those things, and this had stuff I've never even heard of. So I'm a fan of trying new foods. So we'll check it out. I don't know, some sort of ramen and beef thingy. I like ramen, I like beef, so how can it go wrong? Alright, I'll have to find a place to sit and eat it. Maybe where I'm going to camp. I don't know how close it is. I'm on a hill now, so I should be able to tell just by looking down it once I get past traffic. I believe that red sign says Harbor Freight on it. He said it was somewhere near there, so at least it's downhill. And then we wake up. When we wake up, we hike back up this hill, go to Walmart, buy my resupply, hike back down this hill and over another mile or two. Or maybe take the bus, because damn, I think I need to buy resupply for not only here, but to send to Doc Campbell's and to send up to Pie Town. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works, right? That's a lot of mailing. I'm going to take the bus or something. I can't carry that much weight. That's just dumb. One of the many closed places, but I'm like, what am I looking at? Oh, okay. I thought I was looking at like a scene of violence, but I think that's a girl with a bicycle. Just a pissed off looking chick with a bicycle. Okay. Oh man. Oh, fake rock on that building. Wow. Okay, he said behind Harbor Freight. I don't know, there's a lot of could be behind Harbor Freight. Oh, I see him over a human. Nope, that's not him. Alright, we're just gonna wander. I look like I belong. Just blend, just blend. Well, somewhere around here will do. There are paths all over the place, but no signs telling me I can't be here. No fences, no barbed wire, and really nobody can see me. I doubt people come over here all this often. I do have water right down here. If it is deep enough, or if it's still even here, I'm assuming there's something in there. No. I hear absolutely nothing. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going to set up. I guess like right here will work for me. That would be right next to me. Pile. You ladies won't mess with me, will you? Cool. Okay, thanks. No, I'll figure it out. Okay, I found myself a rather nice spot. It's kind of tight. We got a cholla right here for protection, all sorts of twigs around my head. Hey, if it was windy, I'm decently protected. Yeah, not bad at all. Let's see how well it blends. I mean, you can't even see my... Oh, it's over here. All right, see how well it blends? You can't even tell it's there. It doesn't look like bad stuff at all. And got myself a Dr. Pepper. That is dinner for the night. So gourmet. All right, so I'm all set up, kicking back, relaxing. Probably gonna go to sleep early because I'm bored already. Trying to teach a bird how to say hello. 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 Meow. Hello. Meow. No, he left. He started off with just a meow, and I was like, hello. And he was like, meow. And it started turning into hello slowly but surely. I think I was teaching a crow how to talk. Somebody set up a little cat house down here. I'm assuming it is. That's cat food all over the place. You know, squirrels and anything else are probably eating it as well, but yeah, that was nice of them. Clean up your litter, though. But this is New Mexico. New Mexico is just, it's a dirty, dirty state. She is a dirty bitch. Garbage everywhere all the time, man. Just the norm. And there's a recycling bin just up on the hill, like the community one. But I peeked my head and it was mostly empty. So this is behind the Harbor Freight if you happen to come this way. It's kind of nice. About 100 yards back is where I was staying last night. And where I'm going to try to not leave at all tomorrow. I have everything I need. I have food, I have coffee, I have water. So as long as nobody disturbs me, I'm just going to kick it there all day with my leg up and not go anywhere. Was that praying mantis? Pretty sure. Praying mantis eggs. Oh. I mean, you can hear the city sounds from back here, but yeah, it's not bad at all. I'm actually kind of close to a different road. Left the main road and I'm headed towards another side street. Yeah, I can't wait to get there and just put my foot up and relax. Been checking, and the only footprints I see in the area are mine coming and going from yesterday. Which is good. I mean, there's definitely paths, but these are for small animals. Because they go like right under bushes. Like this one leads straight through there, so whatever it is pretty tiny. Can't remember exactly where I was staying. Oh, follow my footprints, huh? Something with like a decent sized paw came through here. And that little thing, is that a raccoon hand? Is that what I'm seeing? Like a big raccoon? Okay. Day 16. Here I sit, slightly wounded. Like when I'm sitting here, my ankle doesn't hurt at all. When I get up to move around, it barely hurts. But if I start to walk, it's gonna hurt. So here I sit for a couple days, see how things go, massage it, keep it elevated. Do my best, but you know, fuck them. You know, I gotta move sometimes. How long before I get discovered here? But, you know, I'm doing my best to stay here for at least today. I think I'll sneak out at the end of the day to go get water, so maybe I can do this again tomorrow. And let's ride it out, man. I don't want a stupid ankle to take me off the trail, man. Worked too hard for this. Everything will work out, man. Sit here, sip some coffee, and just be bored. It's my plan for the day. I've decided to venture out of my hidey hole and go get some water and maybe a little bit of food. I'm running the risk that I left all my gear behind, but nobody's disturbed me there yet. And you know, it's like 9:30 on a Tuesday night. Who's out wandering in the dark, you know, other than me? My ankle feels a bit better, but you know, I have no weight on my back and I'm moving slow. But it does feel a bit better. Promising. Just gonna keep up doing what I'm doing, man. I'm gonna ride this out and beat it. Successful walkout. I got myself some curly fries and a couple sandwiches for $7 at the Arby's. Filled up my water bottles over at the Albertsons, got some hot cocoa and some ibuprofen. And ankle still feels pretty good. You know, I'm hobbling just because I'm trying not to bend it at all. But it doesn't feel horrible. Doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel horrible. Maybe a few more days of this rest and stuff. So in my mind right now, I'm thinking I'm going to go back and do that road walk. Because if I can't do 15 miles into town with nothing on my back, because I'll find a place to stash my pack, you know. But if I can't do a 15-mile walk into town, I can't handle the Gila. So I'm thinking that's what I should do. Day 17, still just chilling here. Ankle feels a little bit better. I just went for a little walk to go do a little cat hole in. And man, there's even nicer spots back further in. If I have to relocate, I'm going into one of those. Because there are some nice spots down here. It's not a really big area. You can definitely hear traffic. It's not like you can pretend you're in the woods, but you can almost pretend you're in the woods. There's a really big raccoon that runs around out there. I thought I saw him last night because it was yellow colored eyes really high in a tree. Cats generally don't climb that high. So I was like, nah, it's probably a raccoon. Then when I was out today, I saw raccoon prints like, yay, big. He's a big boy. Or there's a couple of them because there's lots of tracks. I'm just assuming there's the one big boy because those are really big tracks. I was like, what the hell is that? Like a dog or something? But then I saw those little front hands, you know. Yeah, definitely a raccoon. But my ankle does feel a little better today. It, I don't know, gives me promise and hope that maybe I could walk on. I'm still I'm actually a little depressed over it. It's weighing me down, man. I've been here for what, a week now, and I'm just sitting here. Man, there's nothing but snow and ice and cold ass water ahead. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be. Just not always easy to accept this. Hopefully, in a few more days, I'm just gonna kick it here as long as I can, man. Until either the money runs out or somebody kicks me out. I don't want to go home. Got nothing there waiting for me, so there's really no reason. I'd either be hurt here or hurt there, so at least here I can pretend I'm about to have an adventure. Even though I'm in town and there's town food, I'm trying to be as cheap as possible, so we're going for some cheesy cheddar tonight with a little bit of pulled pork in it. Eat like a king and all. I'm just trying to be as cheap as possible so I can stay here as long as possible. I'm just happy I haven't been discovered yet. I had to venture out for water again. Luckily, the Albertsons is just right there. So I'm in total, maybe a half-mile round trip tops. Yeah, not bad. Unfortunately, the raccoons saw me leave, and I know they're smart. My way, halfway through the deserty section of my little hike to the Albertsons, I saw its glowing eyes, and then they disappeared. I was like, fuck, he knows I left. So I'm not gonna be real surprised if everything's all torn up when I get back. Man, I do have a food bag in there, so I'm kind of asking for it. But I removed all my smelly garbage. My pulled pork package and my wrappers for my sandwich last night. They got a dumpster over there, so conveniently located. Let's hope. I'm not sure if the ankle's feeling any better or if I'm just getting better at walking on it. But yeah, if it is getting better, I have days more I need to spend here before I'm well enough to walk. Days minimum, maybe a good week, I don't even know. No, that's not where I want to go. No, this is where I want to go. Get lost and walk this thing like 4 or 5 times now. Okay, you guys are gonna have to send me prayers. I'm not a religious man, I'm a scientist, but power of prayer has been proven to work as long as the person knows you're praying for them. So, you guys are gonna have to pray in the future, those thoughts go into the past, and fix my leg for me. Appreciate it. Thanks. Yet another day, just laying here. My spidey sense keeps tingling, telling me somebody's gonna come mess with me. But I don't see the point relocating until I get messed with, so just because I've been sitting here too long, I'm going a little stir crazy. Day something or another, I don't know, I've lost track. I'm kind of going stir crazy in there. I think today's Friday. I don't know the date. Oh, 21st, yeah. That's what it is. Yeah, we all know why I remember that. I am taking a chance and wandering out during daylight hours. My ankle doesn't hurt all that bad as long as I walk nice and slow. It's not hurting at all. Fortunately, that means it's probably going to take an hour or so to get to the Walmart and back, and I'm leaving my stuff unprotected, so raccoon or tweaker, Lord knows. But I needed gas, I need coffee, man has needs. And I need to get some water too, to make coffee. Take a quick bath in their sink. This is my longest walk since I've been camping over there, so we'll see how it goes. So I happened to run into a hiker. He's not hiking this year. He's working for ULA now, named Price Point, I believe his name was. And he had a map of the hiker days, trail days they have here. And he confirmed my suspicion that it's just more about local trails and stuff like that. It's not necessarily CDT oriented. There was no even mention of places to set up camps or anything. That's not that kind of event. You just go there and look at what vendors have and stuff, I'm assuming. Talk about some local trails, go do that thing. Hey, totally cool. I don't need it to be all about me, and I didn't really want to go anyway. So I'm glad it doesn't sound like a good time. I have made it to Walmart. Day something or another. Still in the same spot. Feeling pretty decent today. You know, ankle still hurts a little bit, but you can see that green spot in the center. That's the water source. The building behind it is the Albertsons. I haven't really looked at the water source because I've been going to Albertsons for water. But I'm going to go check it out today because I stink. And I need to do something about it. When I can taste myself in my tent, you know, it's bad. But I have been sitting here for a while. And I mean, it's cool at night, but it gets a little warm during the day. So I'm going to see what my bathing options are. Well, it's not the greatest water source. I have this nice tree. I can get naked. Nobody sees me. Not that I care if anybody really sees me naked or anything, but I don't want to be discovered. And this isn't the cleanest water in the world, but hey, it's cleaner than me. There's plenty of evidence that others have had extended stays here. But they're even more hidden than I am. I mean, they're not in good spots by any means. But, you know, way up in the bushes. But I guess if you don't have a tent, you can fit all sorts of places. Near my spot in that stand of shrubs. Actually, I think that's my tree right there, the big one. Pretty sure. Anyway, in there are tons of great spots. I think mine is the most concealed, but there are other beautiful spots inside of trees, you know, where a tree pretty much has its arms all the way around you. This is not a bad spot. If you got to spend a couple of weeks somewhere rent-free, this is it. Ah, I was mistaken. That is not my tree. That's my tree. I can kind of see my tent in there a little bit. Keep peeking through right there. So camo. Okay, that's where I'm at. This is one of the paths. Look at all those raccoon handprints on there, man. Yeah, well, look at the size of that bad boy. Yeah, there's my foot for comparison. That is a pretty big boy. I'm assuming there's a few. Where there's one, there's generally several. It's what makes me the most leery about going out. No humans have discovered me over here, and I don't suspect that they will. I mean, I am in a hidey hole, and it looks like paths going through here, but there's so much brush and cactus and stuff that nobody's gonna want to come walking through here. Plus, out this way is that little body of water and then a barbed wire fence. So there's literally no reason to go that way. Shit, I was discovered. I don't know if they'll be back or anything. I don't know if they live around here. They said hi and mumbled some weird shit about a runaway camper. I was gonna go leave to get water, but now I'm just gonna hang out here and maybe collect the water from that stream I just bathed in. I'm gonna take my chances and go get my water right now. Fuck it, I'm going to Albertsons because I need a lighter too. I'm going based on the assumption that nobody walks by a place they want to rob, goes home, and then instantly comes back, you know. If they're coming back, they'll come back when the sun's down. Ain't really worried about people when I'm there. I'm worried about people when I'm not there. I can do this whole trip in a half hour. I should be good. Well, I feel a little safer that I don't think those two can find their way back. I followed their footprints, having laid my own set everywhere. I could tell fresh tracks, and they came in the direction I'm walking, and they took this path to the left, and they went all the way down till they hit the barbed wire fence, backtracked, went through the water a little bit, and then popped out near me, which is not how you get near me, but you know, that's the long drawn out way. See, smart people would have taken this turn off right here, but those people crossed the river once. Well, that's where their footprints end. And then they pop out over where I was. And I'm not that far in that really tallish tree, light green, the tallest one around. I'm pretty much, well, that's where my crow sits and doesn't talk to me anymore. I guess it was a fluke because I can only get him to say hello those one times. scratch that. Somebody's been close recently. That's not my footprint. And I'm just right over there. I don't remember hearing anybody getting this close. Because those people came across that side and popped out on the other side of me. But I didn't know anybody got that far, because that is, you know, they can see the corner of me hanging out right there. I mean, come on, man. Those same two people passed by me again. They don't take the paths, they're just crunching. I hear them snapping twigs and whatnot. I get all silent. I'm like, oh. And I hear them coming from a long ways away. I know it's the same people because I heard them talking. They didn't pass by me, but close enough to where I could hear everything. I don't even know if they saw me this time. They didn't say anything towards me or anything as they walked past, but they're crunching through, you know, the brush. Weird. I guess I'm not necessarily worried about them. I just, you know, don't want to be robbed in general. Yet another day. It's hard to tell them apart, kind of. Today the biggest event was my lighter diet, so I had to go buy a new one. But it's Sunday, and a lot of places are closed. I didn't know Walgreens were closed on Sunday. Why? Turns out a lot of places here don't sell alcohol either. I was like, I should buy myself a few adult beverages while I was out. But no, their convenience store, I believe it was a Shell, does not sell alcohol at all. Kind of crazy. But they had a Papa John's in there, which I don't really like Papa John's, but hey, I'm kind of sick of hiker food. It is what it is. So I thought I'd treat myself a little bit. So that walk was a little easier today, feeling a little stronger. I'm getting there. Still wearing a brace when I walk, and I'm still limping. And I could walk normal, but it hurts a little bit, and I'm just trying to get places without hurting anything or straining anything, so I just don't bend the ankle at all. You know, while I'm in here in the tent, I can move in any direction I want, and I found while I'm walking, if I'm bending it, walking downhill doesn't hurt in the least, but if I have to bend it up to go uphill, that's where it kind of hurts. So, you know, I'll work on stretching that, but, you know, I can't recreate that pain sitting here. I have to be standing and put full pressure on it to get that pain. So, you know, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, man. Healing slowly but surely. I looked up the weather for the next 15 days, and it looks gorgeous. It's going to start getting kind of hot, so hopefully by the time I am healed, because I'm predicting a week, maybe less. I'd knock on wood, but I don't have it right now. Hopefully it's nice and warm when I go through the Gila, although that probably means that there'll be more water because the snow melts. I don't know. I don't even care. I'm just hoping for slightly warmer weather in that icy cold river. All right. Do my best to enjoy some Papa John's, pretend it's good pizza, and sit here. No idea what that was. Sounded like a madman. Well, that was strange. Sounded like a prepared speech, like somebody that plays RPGs or something, anime fan. It wasn't directed towards me as far as I could tell. It just sounded like a man ranting while I was walking. I can respect that. I do the same thing. I see that license plate and I think, oh, ironic would it be if that car ran you down and that was the last thing you saw. I've been timing my outings around dusk generally. I would go later so that I'm not worried about people, because right now I'm worried about people seeing my camp. But I figure, you know, less likely. But if it's dark, I have more of a chance of a raccoon ransacking my camp. So, you know, as soon as I leave, I'm stressed out about it. If I lose my camp, I lose everything. But, you know, I need to go for walks for supplies. Got to get water every day. And then, you know, I went to Del Taco. But, you know, you need water every day.
Jeebus, it's day 23 already. I have been sitting in this spot forever. This is the longest I've ever camped in one spot in my life. Closest would be at Grumpy Bears, but I wasn't in my hammock or tent the whole time, just like the first, weekish or so, and then I had a trailer after that. But nah, I'm just chilling here. Ankle slowly getting better. There's still a spot way up in there that hurts when I use the pad of my foot. When the pad of my foot pushes off, it hurts up in my ankle. So I'm just bending my foot back and jamming my finger up in there and massaging that thing, and it hurts, but in a good way. And what more can I do? I'm laying here, keep my foot up most of the day, but I am bored. Better than going home in utter defeat, though. Yeah, we still got a lot of trail to hike, so glad. I guess I'm getting it done in a place where I'm comfortable and safe. Weirdos walk by every once in a while, but nobody's really messed with me. Yeah. I talked to one person for like 3 seconds. That was the extent of it. So at least I've got this. Could be so much worse. Hopefully it's not too much longer, but I'm betting, a week. It always feels like a week. It's just can't go until I'm 100%, man. I do not want to break down in the Gila. Might die in there if I do. Oh, that was a nice pop. Well, I'm doing that much better. Evidently, I can run a little bit on my way back from Albertsons, which, mind you, is that building right there. He's getting some vegetables. I'm going to cook up a little stew tonight. But I thought I heard whistles, like signal whistles. It didn't sound like a bird. It was, a few sharp whistles saying, hey, he's coming back. I thought I was being robbed. So I was like, oh, so I came charging in all, man-like, because, first impressions and all that. Come in scary and hot, and people just assume you're scary and hot. But there's nobody over here, of course. But as soon as I leave here, I'm just paranoid, If I lose that, I lose everything. I cannot hike without it, so there's that. Okay. Cool. Everything's groovy. Ankle's feeling pretty good. I mean, it still hurts deep inside. Just deep inside. There's like one ligament that's refusing. So I'm just gonna keep laying down and massaging it. Yeah. A little stew should help, man. I got some fruits and vegetables. Cause since I got a grocery store right there, I might as well snack on carrots and broccoli all day instead of Boston baked beans like I have been. Did my chores for the day, did my laundry and everything, took a shower, well, as close as I can out here. I made myself a little pool, dammed off a little section down there so that, it's a little deeper next time. I'm gonna be living here, I might as well make it comfortable. It's come to my attention that I don't have an upper lip anymore. It is so hard to drink coffee. After I take a sip, I just dribble for a while, so while I was at Albertsons. Yeah, I didn't hit record. Not easy to do this in a phone. You can't even zoom in when you're doing a selfie kind of thing. So, as best I could do. I have an upper lip again. We'll see how it goes when I'm drinking coffee in the morning. But if it's a hindrance, I own scissors now. Oh, wrong button. In a pesto sauce, I opened up one of the Knorr packages and just stole a few of the noodles and some of the powder out because I have more vegetables. Maybe I'll make the same thing tomorrow. If it's edible. Well, it's edible, but if it's good. He's back. Okay, it's the same speech over and over. Yep. I think he saw me this time. I'm gonna go check out his footprints and see where they stopped and if they were looking at me, because I feel like he was just right over here for part of that. Yeah, not his footprints at all. There's the deer that scared me this morning, my raccoon buddy running back and forth, and my footprints everywhere. I don't find any alien footprints till out here. I don't know if they're his or not because there's so much grass that's just random partials of a footprint. But I don't think he knows I'm here.
I think that guy just repeats that same speech over and over, but it's weird that every time I've heard him, he's at the same part of the speech. I don't know. Crazy people, huh? That dude would really trip tomorrow if I came out of the woods and said, I banish you! Remain with your uncertainty. Let every feeble rumor shake your heart. He'd be like, what the fuck? Beautiful day today. It actually was really nice, breezy and everything. I went for a walk to get my water today, and my ankle feels really good. I mean, definitely not perfect, but I'm able to move it as an ankle should with minimal pain. So as long as I walk extremely slowly, I can go through all the motions of a normal step. I'm not up to speed yet by any means. I'm walking at maybe a quarter or slower. On the way out, though, I had an apple cord. I gave it to these ladies, curious if they'd like it. Oh, they're loving it. I'll check it tomorrow to see what it looks like. And apparently my house is still standing. I do my best not to leave footprints until I get near here. It's just impossible not to leave them. But most of the place I step on the grass has to not make a path towards this thing. So far, so good. All I'm going to need is a few more days. I'm feeling really positive. Today is actually the first time I've gone for a walk, and I feel confident. Okay. I was getting really worried. I'm trying to hide it and everything, be all positive, but I was getting really worried. But today I feel a big promise of hope. Okay, good times. We're going to cook up the same thing we did last night. Yay! So, same thing as last night. The rest of that pesto thing, carrots and broccoli. And if you happen to have a solar panel, they make great cutting boards. Oh, due to the magic of the internet, I was able to Google what that guy was saying, and it turns out he's quoting Shakespeare. So, maybe he's not crazy, or maybe he is. It's the day 25, I believe. Ankle is feeling really promising. It hurts way less than any other day. I can definitely tell it's healing, and the pain has subsided mostly. I'll find out when I go for my walk, but I'm able to walk like a normal person around the camp and stuff with just minor soreness, not pain. Because there's a difference between when you take a step and you can tell you're causing damage as opposed to just it hurts. There's definitely a difference. And I'm at the point where it's just sore. I believe I am mostly healed, and if everything works out, man, hopefully just a couple more days of this, but I'm taking it day by day. Might try to go for a longer walk tomorrow. I'm going to see how my short walk to Albertsons and back goes tonight. And if that goes well, I'm going to try to walk to a dispensary tomorrow. A couple of you have donated and told me specifically to buy safety supplies, and that's about the only way I can. Donations are meant to get my ass up a trail. I can't really spend them on that, but if you specifically tell me to, how can I deny? But that's going to be my longest walk in a while, so I'm going to wait. As much as I love safety supplies, I'm not willing to hurt myself to get them. So, I'll judge it after tonight. I still have my vape pen to keep me satisfied. It's not the same. It's not the same. But when it's all you got, it works. So, yeah. Kick back, relax, and do as I do, and try not to go mental, but my God, man. But realistically, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. Okay, just going mad. Took a quick jaunt to the Albertsons. The ankle is doing really well. I'd say I'm at like 90% capacity. Feeling pretty good. I might even go for a little walk tomorrow. While I was there, I picked up some canned goods because it's not often I get to have canned goods on trail. So we get some chicken breast because they didn't have pouches, so I went for cans. Some tortilla soup. And a couple of cans of twisted tea. 2 for $6. Couldn't pass it up. So somebody's getting lit because it only takes 2 tall boys to get me lit. So somebody's going to get lit and have themselves some tortilla soup. Well, I'm good and lit. My belly is full. I got nothing to complain about. I'm thinking 3, maybe 4 more days here just to be on the safe side. But man, I'm so bored. Well, the property owner just discovered me. Turns out this is private property, but she says I can stay. So, she's like, just keep it clean and whatnot. She at least knows what the trail is. And she saw that I've been cleaning up garbage around here. So she's like, no, it looks cleaner over there. I'm like, yeah, that's me. So she said I could stay a couple nights. So awesome. Groovy. Well, everything works out. Oh, tonight we're having some gourmet meal again. I bought myself a can of soup. And then I add a few vegetables to it. But I mean, come on, look at that. It's not bad at all. It's like $4. Those ants still seem to be enjoying my apple core, so I figured I'd come over and masticate on them. I chewed it up a little bit for you, but they're all angry about it. Like, oh, who put apple on me? Get it, ladies. With them, I put some of my chicken from the other day because I had it in a can and there was still some left in the juice that I didn't use, so I dumped it on them. And they like hauled the chicken all the way to like the edges and stuff. They're like, no, we don't do that shit, man. But that apple sat there the whole time, and I mean, they reduced the hell out of it. Oh, I was so angry. They're coming right towards me too. Well, enjoy. It's day 27. Been a really nice day. Been a nice couple of days. Just, hanging out, relaxing. Ankle feels slightly better every day. I am like in the high 90%, but not 100% yet. I'm still gonna hang around for a day or two. Just make sure, man. I don't want to rush it. And then, take it day by day is really how it goes. But everything is going great. It's day 28, and I have decided that unless something changes, I am taking off in the morning. I've sat here about as long as I can. I'm still a little sore, but not in a bad way, but, I haven't tried to walk, so I'm going to try to walk with a load on my back tomorrow and take it easy and, just see how things go. Worst case scenario, I turn around and come back, So, yeah. If you don't hear from me for a while, that's because I'm behind on everything. So I'm headed into the Gila now. When I hit Doc Campbell's, I'll try to upload something. But if I don't, it's going to take all the way to Pie Town. So bear with me.